What's up, everybody? Sonar here, and this is stop number 4 on the FLW Tour, and this is a practice breakdown of Grand Lake of the Cherokees. Alright everybody, so this is stop number 4, Grand Lake. This is a tournament that I was really looking forward to. You know, Grand Lake is traditionally a reaction style heaven. You know, I love reaction style techniques, you know, power fishing, fishing up shallow, and Grand Lake traditionally has really excelled at those tactics, and it's got a lot of big fish in it and a lot of really good average size fish as well. And so it is one of the key stops on the FLW Tour this year, and one, like I said, that I've been really looking forward to. But I gotta tell you, after practice this week, Grand Lake is being ultra stingy. In fact, I don't think I've ever had a practice this tough. You know, I wouldn't say bad, because you never have a bad practice. You can always learn something from practice, and you can always figure out like what your game plan is going to be from practice. Even if you don't catch anything, that's still a good thing, because it helps you narrow down on the areas of the lake that are productive, and helps you focus on the techniques that are also productive. So I'm not going to say that I had a bad practice, but I had one good day where I caught about 15 pounds, which is really solid for right now. And then I had 2 days where I didn't catch a single fish. So that's just showing you, you know, how tough it is out here, because I don't think I've not caught a fish in a practice day, let alone 2 practice days in a row. In about a decade, I would say. So it's that tough, and everybody's reporting the same thing. You know, the local guys are going to have a huge advantage here, which isn't something I normally say. You know, I don't really put a whole lot of emphasis on home field advantage, but I think this one is really going to be one of those tournaments where you do have a home field advantage for the guys that know Grand really well and are able to slow down in the areas that they know fish live, and I think that's a really big key. So overall, practice went, you know, started out the way I thought it was going to start out. Like I said, had 15 pounds that first day, fishing reaction style techniques. It was warmer. We had a front passing through, and so it was pretty standard stuff. And the next 2 days really surprised me. It really dropped off as far as the bite. So, you know, it was a little bit colder. We had a sunny day, and we had a day where it was just, you know, the water temperatures were dropping drastically because of a little bit colder wind. But now we've got sunnier days. You can see it's bright and sunny out here, warm. I'm wearing shorts. Love wearing shorts and flip-flops, and when I wear shorts and flip-flops, that means one thing. That means that the fish are going to be moving up for spawning, and that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. So the tournament is going to have similar conditions to what I experienced the first day of practice, and so I've really stripped down the Z19, and I've only got the essentials, you know, reaction style techniques that I'm going to be using during the tournament. Really lighten things up. I've got about 100 pounds of tackle inside that I've taken out of the Z19. Jeez, I did not slam that door. We've got about 25 rods that I've taken out, all my Fitzgerald rods and reels. Got about 10 of my core rods and reels that I'm going to be bringing out on the water, but taking about 25 rods and reels out, taking about, I'd say, 40 pounds worth of soft plastics out of the boat, and then we've taken all these boxes right here. That's 2 rows of boxes. And so we've got a much lighter boat, going to be more efficient. I'm probably going to be, you know, pushing some of the fastest speeds that I've got in the Z19. And it's really important for me to be efficient out there. Really, when it comes down to my strategy for this event, I'm going to be using primarily shallow power fishing tactics. I think the conditions are setting up right for that bite to be good, and I'm really going to have some of my best fishing of the season. This is going to be one of the toughest events that I've ever fished, and I need to keep that momentum up. We've got Rookie of the Year right now. We've got a little bit of a cushion as far as the Rookie of the Year lead, and we're in contention for Angler of the Year, and so far we've got a check in every event, so we need to keep that momentum up, fish really clean, be really efficient, keep a positive attitude, and even though I didn't have a good practice, that's not going to dictate the finish that I get at this event. In fact, I'm going to make easier decisions, more decisive decisions, and that's a big key. So make sure you watch all the live coverage on FLWfishing.com throughout the week, and it's going to be a grind, but I love a good challenge. So I'm going to see you guys out in the water. Alright everybody, so for this BassBoatElectronics.com tip of the tournament, I want to tell you a little bit about how I get my 2D sonar dialed in on my units. Really, it's important to switch the frequency on these units depending on whether it's on the bow or at your console. At the console, you're primarily using your electronics to find fish, to search out areas, so you want the most coverage. And when it comes to a 2D sonar, at the helm, I want it to have a lower frequency, like an 83 kilohertz. That has the wider beam, gives you more coverage, allows you to find more fish and more structure quickly. And then on the bow, what I like to do is I like to increase the frequency, turn it up to 200 kilohertz. That's when you have a narrower beam. So when you see a fish on the graph or you see a piece of structure, you know that it's right below the boat, so you can drop right down to it and you're not gonna have a wasted drop or a wasted cast. So change your frequencies on your units according to your goals and what you're trying to do with it, and you're gonna catch more fish. I'll see you guys out in the water.